This video will help you to learn complete grammar of CBSE Class 10 and you can practice questions from previous board exam question papers. Grammar topics are tenses, reported speech, subject-verb agreement, determiners, modals, phrasal verbs. Let's see the first topic. Tenses. You know already. There are three types of tenses: present, past and future. Each tense has four forms: simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. Simple present tense is used to show a fact or something that is always true, and the actions that we do daily, regularly or habitually. Example, I do exercise daily. She reads a book in the library. We use present continuous tense to show that an action is going on at the time of speaking. Example, students are going to school. I am studying in a high school. Present perfect tense is used to indicate the action that has taken place at some specific time, and an action that was completed in the very recent past. Example, he has made this colorful chart. I have completed my assignment. Present perfect continuous tense is used for an action which began at some time in the past and is still continuing. Example, I have been completing my assignment for the last 3 days. She has been working in this department since 2017. Simple past tense is used to indicate an action completed in the past. Example, he completed the assignment.
Past continuous tense is used to indicate an action going on at some time in the past. Example, he was reading the book last night. See this example, when I saw him, he was playing chess. Here you can see two actions. Past continuous and simple past are used together when a new action happened in the middle of a longer action. Simple past is used for the new action. We can use the past perfect to show the order of two past events. The past perfect shows the earlier action and the past simple shows the later action. Example, when I reached the station, the train had started. Past perfect continuous tense is used for an action that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to that time. Example, at that time he had been writing a novel for 2 months. Simple future tense is used when we express beliefs about the future, or to make offers and promises. Example, we'll send you an email, we will go shopping in the market tomorrow.
Future continuous tense is used to talk about actions which will be in progress at a time in the future. Example, it will be raining tomorrow. Future perfect tense is used to talk about actions that will be completed by a certain future time. Example, he will have played football. I will have completed my assignment. Future perfect continuous tense is used for actions which will be in progress over a period of time that will end in the future. Example, he will have been watching the football match for over 50 minutes. Let's recap the rules with examples. So pause the video and revise. Here are some questions from previous board exam question papers. Let's practice. Let's go to the next topic. Reported speech. We may report the words of a speaker in two ways. We may quote her actual words. This is called direct speech. We place the words spoken between inverted commas. We may report what he said without quoting his exact words. This is called indirect or reported speech. Inverted commas are not used. Let's see the changes how we do in the statement. We should use the conjunction that to introduce the reported words. Example, she said, I saw him. The reported speech is, she said that she had seen him. Let's see the changes of tenses how we do in the statement. Not only in the statement, this is to be followed for all kind of sentences. Present simple changes to past simple. Present continuous changes to past continuous. Present perfect changes to past perfect. So all present forms are changed into past forms. See the examples. Simple past changes to past perfect. Past continuous changes to past perfect continuous. Past perfect changes to past perfect. Examples. Simple future changes to present conditional. Future continuous changes to conditional continuous. Example. Is it need to change tense always? No. The tense may not change if the statement is still relevant or if it is a universal truth. Example. The teacher said, "The earth goes around the sun." The reported speech is, "The teacher said that the earth goes around the sun." If the reporting verb is in the present tense, the tenses of the direct speech do not change. Example. Rashmi says, "My startup is doing very well." The reported speech is, Rashmi says that her startup is doing very well. Let's see the next kind of sentence. Questions. In reporting questions, the indirect speech is introduced by some such verbs as asked, inquired, etc. If sentence begins with WH, questions, then no conjunction is used as question word, itself act as joining clause. Example. The policeman asked him, "Where are you going?" The reported speech is, the policeman inquired him where he was going. When the question is not introduced by an interrogative word, the reporting verb is followed by whether or if. Example. He said, "Will you listen to such a man?" He asked them whether they would listen to such a man. The next kind of sentence is commands and requests. In reporting commands and requests, the indirect speech is introduced by some verb expressing command or request and the imperative mood is changed into the infinitive. Example. He said to him, "Please wait here till I return." The reported speech is, he requested him to wait there till he returned. He said, "Be quiet and listen to my words." He ordered to be quiet and listen to his words. The next kind of sentence is exclamations and wishes. In reporting exclamations and wishes, the indirect speech is introduced by some verb expressing exclamation and wish. Example. Alice said, "How clever I am." Alice exclaimed that she was very clever. "So help me, heaven," he cried. "I will never steal again." The reported speech is, he called upon heaven to witness his resolve never to steal again. In direct speeches, the words that express nearness in time or place are changed to words that express distance in indirect speech such as now, then, thus, so, today, that day, tomorrow, the next day, yesterday, the day before, this, that, these, those, next week or next month becomes the following week or month. The pronouns of the direct speech are changed, where necessary, so that their relations with the reporter and his hearer, rather than with the original speaker, are indicated. Here are some questions from previous board exam question papers. Let's practice. The next topic is modals. A modal is a type of auxiliary or helping verb that is used to express ability, possibility, permission or obligation. Some of the modals are can, could, be able to, may, might, shall, should, must, have to, will, would. Should is used to express duty, obligation, advisability or desirability. Example. We should go to school every day. You should not be late for work. Must is used to express compulsion, that is ordering someone to do something because it is necessary or important to do so. Example. You must answer all questions. You must return by the evening. Need chiefly shows the absence of necessity or compulsion in the negative and interrogative sentences. Example. You need not worry about work. May is used to express possibility, permission, wish, faith. Example. May I go now, sir? May God always be with you. Might is used to express less possibility, permission or a guess. Example. It might rain today. That might be the new guard. Could, can. We use could to show that something is possible, but not certain. Example. They could come by car. We use can to make general statements about what is possible. Example. It can be very cold here in winter. Will is used to express beliefs about the present or future. Example. We will see you tomorrow. We use would as the past of will, to describe past beliefs about the future. Example. I thought we would be late, so we would have to take the train. Here are some questions from previous board exam question papers. Let's practice. The ship with its crew was lost. Sanskrit as well as Arabic was taught there. From the above sentence you can understand that you have to write singular verb when words join to a singular subject by with or as well as. See the next rule. The nouns suggest one idea to the mind, or refer to the same person or thing. The verb is singular. Example, time and tide waits for no man. My friend and benefactor has come. When more than one noun is joined by the conjunction, or, the subject is considered to be singular and a singular verb is used. Example, your mom or dad has to be here in an hour. Let's see the next rule. Sentences with pronouns such as anybody, anyone, no one, somebody, someone, everybody, everyone. Nothing and nobody are treated as singular subjects and will therefore use a singular verb. Example, nothing fits me well. Everyone was happy with the outcome. Let's see the next rule. For sentences using either, or, and, neither, nor, the verb should agree with the noun or pronoun that comes just before it. See the example. Either the teacher or the students have to take an initiative to keep the classroom clean. Neither Ricky nor Gina is here yet. This is the next rule. Abstract nouns and uncountable nouns are considered as singular subjects, so make sure you use a singular verb. Example, good friendship keeps your mind and body healthy. When the subject refers to a period of time, distance or a sum of money, use a singular verb. Example, don't you think 1,000 rupees is a little too much for a portrait? 10 years is not considered optimum to go on the water slide. 1267 kilometers is too long for us. Next rule, when you have a collective noun as the subject of the sentence, the verb can be singular or plural based on the sentence and the context. Example, my family is settled in Australia. All groups of participants have arrived. In sentences that have adjectives such as all, a lot of, lots of, or some, are used along with nouns to form a phrase that acts as the subject of the sentence. The verb is used according to the noun just before it. A lot of food is left out. All of my dresses have become tight. When a sentence begins with each, or every, as the subject, it is considered singular and so the verb has to be singular too. Each student has been asked to provide a consent letter. Here are some questions from previous board exam question papers. Let's practice. The is the definite article which is used before any common noun, specific things or people. The indefinite articles, a and are used before general and indefinite things. The article, a, is used before the words which begin with consonant sounds and is used before the words beginning with vowel sounds. Example, the students were not in the class. This is a unique idea. This, these, that, those are demonstratives. This and these refer to the things that are near. That, and, those, are used to refer to the things that are at a distance but can be seen. Example, I like this school. Would you like to buy those books? My, our, your, his, her, its, there are possessives. Example, he is my uncle. Our neighbor is a rich man. What, which, whose, are interrogatives. Whose house is this? Much, some, several, a lot of, both are quantifiers. The quantifiers refer to the quantity of things or amount of something. Example, they didn't make much progress. There were some people at the airport. Each, every, either, neither are distributives. Distributive determiners refer to each single member of a group. Example, he met each guest. The minister visited every flood-affected area. Here are some questions from previous board exam question papers. Let's practice.
A phrasal verb is a combination of words, a verb, a preposition or verb adverb, that when used together, usually take on a different meaning to that of the original verb. Take off your shoes before you walk on the carpet. Their car broke down 2 miles out of town. Be sure to put on a life jacket before getting into the boat.